Guys, it's Nye and welcome to my world. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nye. If you're not new here, welcome back. So this is going to be a different video. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but basically I have been MIA, as you know, and honestly, it's because I am healing in real time. I'm on my journey in real time. Like I've shared with everyone, it is not something that I'm doing performative. It is something that I'm genuinely living and experiencing in real time. So sometimes when things get a little heavy, like any other person, I need some time away to just kind of isolate and in the solitude of healing, I guess, just figure out what's going on and wait until my storms have been a little calm so I can come back and share it with you guys. So this video is going to be like I said, a little different. So there is a saying online that a lot of people spread, and I think recently Mary J. Blige posted it, and it's something that I resonate with a lot. And I don't know the exact quote, but it's basically something of the sense of like, if you met me yesterday, or if you met me before now, you've never met me, you don't know me, allow me to reintroduce myself. And it goes something like, I am a recovering or former people pleaser, and now I'm able to burn bridges as needed. And that sentiment is basically the premise of this video. And it has been weighing on me for some time, if not my whole life, if that's not being dramatic, but it has been weighing on me for some time to basically just speak my truth, truthfully, unapologetically, uncensored. I think for the majority of my life, I have been covering abuse, and I have been maintaining reputations of my abusers simply to maintain the peace. And as I've learned recently, it's like, whose peace am I maintaining? We get into these situations where we are the victims, but yet we also have to be the protectors of our abusers. Because if we say something, it might make them look bad, or it might make them feel bad, or people might know what they did. And it's like Cat Williams said, if you wanted me to tell a better story, you should have treated me better. And I feel like on my milestone birthday, it really came to me where it's just like, I have had a long life, long, beautiful life, but there has been a lot of suffering. I have made a lot of mistakes based on just not having the support, or honestly just being a victim of abuse that never had the support to heal or to make better decisions moving forward. So until I actually took my healing in my own hands and actually did the work consistently with the right guidance, I really didn't understand these terms or understand just the process of grief and the process of healing and the process of just being on this journey. What I will say though is I think there is a market that has not been tapped into. And I think when we learn the term narcissist, a lot of us that have dealt with, maybe not so easy childhoods or bad relationships, the term was never known by us, but the behavior, the feeling, and the trauma is. So when we now hear a term of narcissist, narcissism, or narcissistic personality disorder, it resonates with us. But because it's so, now it's so generalized and it's so used on social media, you still have the fear of using that term because you don't want to feel like you're just following the trend and you're not actually a victim of it. And even if you are a victim of it, people are so tired of hearing the term, and it's so flooded online that people aren't even like really understanding your emotional trauma and the PTSD that comes from being in a narcissistically abusive situation. There is an untapped market in where they have a separation of narcissistic abuse in relationships and narcissistic abuse in family. To me, what is not mentioned or correlated is that when you deal with narcissistic abuse as a child in a family setting, you're more likely to end up in narcissistically abusive relationships, friendships, situationships, because the abuse is so normalized that that's what feels normal to you. Your antennas are not up when it comes to toxic behavior, because again, that is what's normal to you. Your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-value has been so destroyed that when you become an adult, or you start, entertaining friendships and relationships, 9 times out of 10, the person you're dealing with is going to reflect exactly the household that you came out of, or the upbringing situations that you came out of. Most of the time, when you come from a narcissistically abusive family, you don't have the support system, you don't have the guidance, you don't have the validation of your feelings, of your abuse. So when you're experiencing the same thing in relationships and friendships, you're going to question you, as opposed to being able to identify that that is abuse because this was abuse. I myself am someone that is basically an example of that. I have held on to reputations, and I have held on to my stories, and I have carried my pain, and I have carried my abuse and my trauma by myself, because my experiences are either invalidated, or they are basically, in a sense, it's say like I'm exaggerating, or honestly, it's sometimes I question myself because of the breakdown of my self-esteem, of my self-value, of my self-worth. And it became like a threshold of what I was able to take. The more I was able to take, the more I was able to lose myself. For me, was a representation of how much I loved or how strong I was. But through my journey, I had to realize that that is not a strength that I'm meant to carry. That's not a strength you're meant to carry. Our measure of love should not be how much can I take this pain? How much can I allow you to hurt me to show you that I love you, or that I'm here for you? But for me, that has been my journey. My journey has always been, my experience has always been, how hard will I allow you to hit me so you see how strong I am, as opposed to saying, you're not going to hit me, and I'm not going to sit here and allow you to hit me. That's where I'm at now. But I had to get to that point, and in getting to that point, you have to face some hard truths. And you have to, the hard truth is that, like, when you have no community, when you are by yourself, people are going to take advantage of you. And when you have an attachment style of where you have been abandoned, where you have been neglected, where you have been abused, you are going to latch onto anything you can. Any breadcrumb that is flicked your way, you're going to latch onto that, and you're going to hold on to that to not lose it. The fear of being abandoned again, the fear of being neglected again, even though you are experiencing it, is going to cause you to disown yourself and dishonor yourself, just to hold on to whatever you have in that friendship, in that relationship, in that family dynamic, whatever situation it is. When you are a victim of abuse, when your abuse has been minimized, and your abuse has been laughed at, and your abuse has been doubted, that plants the worst seeds inside a person, especially if that abuse was done from childhood. It takes time, it takes strength, because this is not for the weak. It takes understanding, it takes grace, it takes compassion, it takes trust in yourself, and trusting and building your own discernment, so that you can understand that, okay, even though I've been through this situation, I don't necessarily have to remain in situations that reflect that, right? So I know I kind of just went off on a tangent in this video, but that's basically the premise of where I'm going to kind of take this journey now. I'm still going to do everything that I already do. I'm still a creative. I'm still a creator. I'm still an artist. I'm still a lover. I'm still a healer. But I have to heal myself with speaking my truth. And I have to validate and take ownership of myself with speaking my truth. As of now, I am a 40-year-old single mother of 3 children. And I am the happiest, I am the most secure, I am the most grounded I have ever been. My solitude, my isolation is is common right now for me, but I desire community and I desire love. So I am going to work on me and attract that to me, because for far too long I have been attracting abuse. So even saying those words out, out loud, right? Because this is a public platform. Even saying those words out loud to myself and to you, to know that this can be shared, this can be duplicated, this can be replayed over and over and over again, but it is my truth. And it is my journey. It is where I'm at right now, and I am proud to sit here and to be able to say that confidently, because I am not attached to anyone who is harming me or my children. I am not attached to the idea of perfection. I am not attached to the idea of reputation. I'm not no longer attached to maintaining the status quo so that nobody else's feelings get hurt, because for far too long I have been the one whose feelings have been hurt over and over and over. I have taught people that my feelings don't matter because that's what I was taught. I have taught people that this is how you treat me. It doesn't have to be good. Just stay here. Just be near enough to where I can feel like I have someone close, because that was the level of attention. That was the amount of support that I was used to. But I am a generational curse breaker. I am a healer. I am going to be the person that stops these generational curses in my bloodline from transferring to my children and my children's children and my children's 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 children. It stops with me. And I am adamant about that, because I know what it feels like to carry this burden, and I know what it feels like to live this life. I am on a journey to not only heal myself, but I'm hoping that in speaking my truth, I heal others, and I help others to understand that it is not just you. It is not you. The burden that has been put on you with this abuse and with this trajectory of your life, it is not you. You're not the cause of it, but it is your responsibility and it is your duty to put yourself on a better path. Life is not meant to feel like this. Life is not meant to be miserable. Life is meant to be joyous. There is so much outside. Like, look at the beauty of what is created. Look at all the colors when you look outside. Look, as a creative, like, I see raw materials and I think of the most beautiful masterpieces, but yet you don't know that. A lot of people don't know that because I keep all my gifts hidden. And it had to come to the point of like, how disrespectful is that? How can you be given gifts? The gift of speech, the gift of organization, the gift of creativity, the gift of healing, the gift of love, the gift of being a great listener. How can you be given those gifts that come easy to you, that other people aren't? It's not an easy thing for other people. It is your gift. But for far too long, it has been buried under trauma, under abuse, under low self-esteem. So my mission is to, by walking in faith and by walking my path out loud, it'll encourage others to do so. So again, my name is Nai. I know I've had this channel for about, I think 12 years now, but I'm finally ready to use it for what I'm here to do. And I'm on a healing path. And as a coach, I'm going to help you to get on your healing path too. And as a collective, we're going to heal. And we are going to have fulfilled lives. And our children and our bloodline, we're going to stop it now. We are. So, thank you for allowing me to reintroduce myself. And I hope that this video has given you something to think about. If you've gained something from this, please like, share, and comment. But please, for everything, make sure to subscribe. because as much as this is a healing work that I am not doing for gains or for likes or anything like that, the algorithm does decide how many people see this. So please help me to get the word out, and I look forward to embarking on this journey with you. So until next time, as always, I'm wishing you nothing but peace, love, and light. Bye. Bye.